Hello, my name is wasp. In this video we will have a look at the cold steel drop forged wasp dagger. The item comes in quite a box, nice packaging. We see the detail on the front of the box. The knife is black, the blade and the handle. There we have some information. It's 52-100 carbon steel and drop forged, made in Taiwan. Blade thickness 7mm, that's quite impressive. And there we have some more information, and of course the warranty on the back side and the website from Cold Steel. The item comes in a padded wrapper, so all is really well there. As we look at the knife, as we unbox it, we first see that that thing is not actually black but grey. Quite a surprise for me. I did not know that they changed the color. I mean, you see the difference is obvious, that that thing is grey, the handle is grey, the coating on the blade is grey. We have the same laser engraving and all that, but the color is completely different. Unfortunately, I would like to have had it in black, so this one gonna end up be in olive green with the Brownell's aluminahide product. I made a video about that, but that's a different matter. So anyway, we have the 7mm thick steel that is drop forged in Taiwan. We see the laser engraving here in front and on the back. The item is rather sturdy and robust. We have a flat ground, and because the angle is relatively steep of that 7mm, even towards the point, we have a strong tip design that should not break off or bend too easy. Because of that steep edge angle there, we don't have much of a cutting. Of course it cuts, but it's not a super great cutter, because with that short, really steep angle you cannot reach much of a cutting too easy. Also the grind is a bit on the rougher side. As you re-sharpen it, you can polish that a bit up. The grinding lines are relatively good. This here is pretty much in the middle. The other side is a bit off. As we go, the center line is looking relatively nice. What we have a bit of problem is where the grinding lines meet from the sides. Here we are way off. On the other side it's better. So that is what you can expect with that grey coating. Then to the handle design, it's a full tang, simply 2 holes for the boosings for those screws. I did not take the handle yet off. Quite likely the screws are in need of a bit Loctite. If you want to make it super tight and super durable, put some epoxy or JB weld glue under the grips too, as you put them back on. The grip design is a bit unusual. We have those relative thick grips with those grooves in it, and the grooves have a rather aggressive texturing on them, so it lays pretty good in the hand on this and the other side. Both sides are the same. We have a nice big lanyard hole, really nice. But the flat sides here that have no traction at all, so that is a bit a negative. Would have been nice if that had a bit more of a stippling or a traction coating there. The pommel itself on the back is rounded, maybe not the best design for a fighting knife, and it's also completely smooth. Would be great if that would have been a bit more pointy there, but that is how that is. So all in all, a little bit disappointing with the color and the manufacturing. The sheet that it comes with is the typical Securex brand deal that they offer with many different knives. So we have two pieces injection molded plastic polymer that they hollow rivet together. At the end we have a tiny slot for moisture, and we have the top relative big, so the knife goes easy in and has automatic locking, so it snaps. Unfortunately the snapping part is not adjustable. Those screws are only for the belt system, as we're gonna look at it in a minute, but there are just hollow rivets, no screw adjustment that you could adjust it how strong it's gonna sit in it. And then for the belt loop attachment here we have a simple deal again from that polymer with two Chicago screws and two screws that hold it on. The screws could be a little bit longer there, they barely go in the Chicago screws, so that would have helped if that is a bit longer. I did not take that out yet either. It quite likely needs Loctite like the other screws. Then we have the typical belt loop deal. The part is sewed on the polymer here. We have a snap design like this, so the knife can still come out basically to that height. Would have be better if the snap would have be a bit more close to the sheet mouth here, but that is how that is. It's also only stitched on in the middle, not any more. So if you want to improve it, stitch a bit over here and here, that has a bit more, basically the width of the handle, so that it is a bit more sturdy. On the back side we have a Velcro deal with the snap, so you can easily take that off. We see here the stitching in the middle, so if you want to put that knife on and off to the belt, you don't need to remove the belt or loosen the belt, you simply can snap it open. The belt loop itself is relatively big, over 2 inches, so that works really well too. The material is pretty sturdy, so that should work as well. So all in all, for the price they ask, quite a good quality, because it's top forged, but in certain details it's lacking, especially by the color. If you have it advertised like a black version in the black box, and then you get a red one, grey one, that looks a bit quite a bit different, and just be aware of that. Check ahead what kind of color you may get with the vendor. For me it doesn't matter too much, because my color is olive green here in the North Georgia mountain jungle. It's basically green, and that's what that item gonna end with, and that is all okay. But black would be second. Grey, we don't use much anything in a grey anyhow. So that much about the drop forged wasp knife from Cold Steel.